or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 636. It said his number is a number of a man. That's what Esau Edom, and that man that the book of Revelation chapter 13 is referring to is Esau Edom, man. You're going to have his mark. That number of the beast, which is this system that Esau Edom has, that's dictating the world, because the world was given into the hand of the wicked. It's dictating the actions of the world. That man is no other than Esau Edom, man, referring to the super elites, man. They have an agenda, man. Let's go to the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 16. This is the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 16. And they brought it, and he said unto them, whose is this image and subscription? And they said unto him, Caesar's. And Yahushua answering said unto them, render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to Yahweh the things that are Yahweh's. And they marveled at him. Meaning, when you take that mark, you just made a covenant with death, and you belong to death, man. For those that resist the devil, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will reward you, man. So I don't trust this man for nothing, man. I already know who our enemy is. The true men of the Lord already recognize who our enemy is, man. We already know the fate of Babylon the Great, aka America, man. They think America is going to be a perpetual place, man. America is going to be destroyed. Every square inch, every square mile of an inch. No, let me say that. Every square inch of a mile of Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed, man. This place is going to be left desolate, man. There's no real future here. And people that believe that, they're far gone. Everything in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's book, which is the holy book, which is the good news, the gospel, which is the good news, is going to come to pass, man. That's the good news, man. The ushering in of the kingdom, man, which is going to be a perpetual one, ran by no other than Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. That's going to be promised by that we're joint heirs. Let me say that we're joint heirs of the promise of rulership, man, a perpetual rulership ran in righteousness, man. That is promised to the children of Israel, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to remember us, man. But first he's going to reap total. Let me get that. It's lucky. One moment. Like in 1 second. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, have indignation forever. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua has indignation for these people. Indignation goes to destruction, man. For these people forever, man. They're the border of wickedness, man. They're the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child, man. That's why they're in the rulership seat right now. That's why they're able to do the things most people only can so-called dream of, man. Even these low-level Edomites, man. Because you got the super elites, everything in between to the low level. They have what they say white privilege. So there's things that they're able to do. There's things that they're able to obtain due to being, so-called white, man. And a lot of these jakes, man, it's already known and evident that's who they run to, man. So if they want things done, they go to their oppressor, Esau Edom, for relief, man. So Esau Edom controls the world, man. The devil is given to the hand of the wicked. That's why Israel, in the state that is in, relies on Edom or Esau for all their wants, needs here in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. They need anything, man, a job, a house, a building permit, a license, feed themselves, to be entrepreneurs. Whatever dream, this American dream, because that's what it is, it's a dream. Actually, it's a nightmare. It's an American nightmare. Everything that you want to attain here in Babylon the Great, aka America, you have to go to your oppressor, man, for relief, man. You don't have no land. Even if you bought some land, put a house on it, and you so-called purchase it, right? If you stop paying the taxes on it, whose is it again? Esau Edom's, man. You start paying taxes on that land or on that property, wherever Esau Edom orchestrates his policies in what part of the hemisphere, I ain't gonna say hemisphere, I'm gonna say region. The region where you're located, because we're currently in what they consider the Western Hemisphere, or whatever region you're located, he dictates the policy on how, it's ran. Because you got some states that don't have certain taxes regard to vehicles or etc. But all in all, you're under the thumb, the rule of your oppressor, man. So if he says, hey, we may not want to have taxes on vehicles, hey, they're not going to have it. Or if you say, well, we're going to have taxes on it, and they ain't going to set a certain percentage or a certain rate. And if you stop paying that, what's gonna happen to that property that you say or you think that's yours? They're gonna come and take it. So everything here is temporal, man. There's nothing here that is promised to anyone, man. Cause just like you could be here and be gone tomorrow. So everything here is temporal, man. But Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's kingdom is a perpetual one. It's a perpetual one. The wicked is given his portion to rule, which is we're living in the wicked's portion and the wicked's rulership right now. No other than Esau Edom, man. Self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child, man. They're given their portion to rule. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is a just man. He has a just balance. So the wicked is given his portion of rule, and then the righteous will be given its portion of rule, man. Lucky. But let's go to the book of Nahum, chapter 2, verse 3. Lucky, 1 second. This is how Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to come to Babylon the Great, man. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 2, verse 3. The shield of his mighty men, the shield of his mighty men is made red. The valiant men are in scarlet. The chariots shall be with flaming torches. In the day of his preparation, and the fiery trees shall be trembling shaken. And the fiery trees shall be terribly shaken. The chariots shall rage in the streets. They shall jostle one against another in the broad ways. They shall seem like torches. They shall run like the lightning. So when Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, when Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai chariots come, they're gonna come with concentrated fire, man. They're gonna be coming in and out of the cities, man, like lightning, man. They're gonna be over here 1 second and they're gonna be on the other side of the neck. That's how fast and swift these chariots gonna be, man. Like lightning strike, man. He shall count his worthy. Hold on. He shall count his worthies. They shall stumble in their walk. They shall make haste to the wall thereof, and the defense shall be prepared. The gates of the Salaki, the gates of the rivers shall be opened, and the palace shall be dissolved. That means here Babylon the Great, man, it's going to be dissolved, man. Let me repeat that again. The book of Nahum, chapter 2, verse 3. The shield of the mighty men is made red. That means blood, man. It's gonna be blood everywhere, man. The valiant man, the valiant men are in scarlet. So they're gonna be covered with blood, man. The chariots shall be with flaming torches. That means when the chariots come, they're gonna be shooting concentrated fire on these Babylonians, man. And these so-called armies, these other nations, man, when they see these chariots come, what these modern day Babylonians and worldwide coin as UFOs or aerial phenomena are actually the chariots of the Most High, man. The chariots shall be like flaming torches in the day of his preparation. So they're going to be, when the chariots come, they're preparing this place for annihilation, man. So they're going to start killing people. They're going to be shooting concentrated fire prior to the total destruction of Babylon the Great, which is the ICBM nuclear missiles. The chariots shall be with flaming torches in the day of his preparation. The chariots are going to go around Babylon the Great and various parts of the world, but mainly here in Babylon the Great, killing people, man. Preparing the destruction for Babylon the Great. And the fiery trees shall be terribly shaken. That means these other nations, man, they're gonna be in fear, man. They're gonna be in fear when Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's chariots come and start, shooting out those that concentrated fire, man. The chariots shall rage in the streets. They're gonna be all over the place, man. They're gonna be all in these so-called streets, man. They're gonna be everywhere, man. The chariots shall rage in the streets. They shall jolt one against another in the broad ways. That means the countryside everywhere, man. Broad places everywhere, man. These chariots gonna be everywhere, man. They shall seem like torches. They shall run like the lightning. See, that's how quick and swift the chariot's gonna move, man. Like lightning, man. You're gonna see them over here, and you're gonna see them over there. Because Esau, Edom, and these other nations, man, they're gonna try to combat, or they're gonna try to fight the Lord's hosts, man, when they come, man. And they're gonna be totally annihilated, man. He shall count his worthiness, they shall stumble in their walk. So that means they're going to fall, man. They're going to try to go up against the Yahushua, but they're going to fall. They shall make haste to the wall thereof, so that means they're going to try to retreat. And the defense shall be prepared. The gates of the rivers shall be opened, and the palaces shall be dissolved. So that means that's the ICBM nuclear missiles, man. The nuclear missiles gonna be shot, and their defense, which is Babylon the Great, this palace that they built is gonna be dissolved, man. I mean, it's gonna be left desolate, man. It's gonna be totally annihilated, man. Perpetual desolation, man. That's the fate of Babylon the Great. And if the children of Israel don't repent, man, that's what's gonna happen, man. let's go to it's the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. That's what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has come, man. He is not come to send peace, because the ideology of these Babylonians here that believed in fake white man Jesus, man, they think the Almighty is about peace, peace, love. Yes, he does have that trait. But Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has a just balance, man. Also, he has hatred and war. There's a time for peace, there's a time for war. So when Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai comes, it's not going to be about peace, man. It's going to be an all-out war, man. Repeat that again. Book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. So that's the message that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is sending. I'm going to continue on. For I am come to set a man in variance against his father, and the daughter against his mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his household. That's the scriptures I was trying to get from that young lady that came in. She was trying to say that her enemies are her mother, her father, things of that nature. Because that's all by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and he said that's going to happen, man. Because she just said out her own mouth that her enemies were her mother and her father. But these scriptures validate that this is a living document, man. She said that she believed, but I didn't get a chance to read these scriptures because she said what she had to say, and thankfully Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai sent her on her way. But repeat that again. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 36. And a man's foe shall be they of his own house. So she was saying that her mother and her father are her enemies. That's scriptural, man. Let me jump back up. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own house. So that's all by the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. This lady says she had enemies within her household. That's scriptural.
Stop switching on, bro.
Shalom. Man, you look familiar. I said you look familiar.
Yeah, I'm so damn tired of playing mistakes.
Man, no, I look like I seen you somewhere else.
Yeah, I was for ISOC. I used to be under Elder Osiah.
Okay, now you used to work. Where you used to work? You used to work at the paper company. Yeah, that's what we. I used to work there too. That's what I said. Yeah. Used to work there.
Well, don't let me stop you, man. Bring it out. I ain't mean to take the video. I just saw fringes.
No,
Sign, man.
no problem at all, brother, man.
Come on, bro. Bring it out, bro.
Shalom. So, the lady that came up here earlier, she was saying her enemies were her mother and her father. But all that's scripture. And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai said he has not come to set peace on earth, man. He has come to send a sword, man. Division. So that I'm gonna end it off there. So that will be my end of the lesson on feeding the flock. And Lord willing, I'll be out here next week to continue to feed the flock. But first and foremost, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. This is your Akim Adrilla Zil. Also want to give a salute to the men. So like I learned this truth from Shalom, Wakatam, and the Baba Ball.